What's up, guys? Welcome to a Straight Edge Wrestling breaking news update. So, in the last few minutes, WWE have released uh, their third quarter earnings report, and within that third quarter earnings report, they have announced their final decision as to what they're doing with Saudi Arabia. So, what they've said is they said that WWE has operated in the Middle East for nearly 20 years and has developed a sizable and dedicated fan base. Considering the heinous crime committed at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, the company faced a very difficult decision as it relates to its event scheduled for November 2nd in Riyadh. Similar to other US based companies who plan to continue operations in Saudi Arabia, the company has decided to uphold its contractual obligations to the General Sports Authority and stage the event. Full year 2018 guidance is predicated on the staging of the Riyadh event as scheduled. So, after weeks of speculation following the heinous assassination of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi, uh, WWE have finally said they are going to be going forward with the event as planned. If you head on over to straightedgewrestling.com, I've got a full rundown of the timeline of the event of everything that's gone on. So, from the disappearance of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi on October 2nd, right the way through to current day, including all of the bits which have happened on a pretty much a daily basis since. So on October 12th, when WWE first released their statement, to all of the speculation that's gone on around it. So we have had many billion-dollar and multi-million-dollar companies pulling out of Saudi Arabia. Endeavor, UFC's owner, pulled $400 million from Saudi Arabia just on October 15th. Uber and Ford, HP, loads of other top companies pulled out of Saudi Arabia's Davos in the Desert event that was being held this week. And then we also had the uh, financial element come into play when it was sort of announced by one of WWE's own corporate analysts, Eric Handler, who's listed on WWE's own corporate website, where they said that if WWE pulled out of Saudi altogether, they wouldn't be losing as much money as what was once thought. But nonetheless, it seems like they've gone ahead of it. The PR that's going to come out of this, I mean, I just can't imagine this is going to be uh, a good thing for the company. I just imagine that the WWE is going to suffer, I don't know, suffer majorly from a PR standpoint. But there we have it. You sort of it's not surprising. I mean, I sound surprised with it all, but it really shouldn't be surprising because I mean this is WWE through and through. Really, they are never going to bow to pressure when there's money on the line. That's the truth. They're a billion-dollar company that doesn't need this deal, doesn't need this deal whatsoever. You know, the Fox deal, the USA deal, the Canada deal, the India deal, the UK deal. They get so much more money with them than they do with the Saudi deal in the long run. But there we have it. They don't seem to care about, you know, a lone journalist being assassinated because why should they win? You know, the discourse has been from a lot of politicians that we shouldn't care about it. But there we go. It's it's a bit worrying. There's also other things going on, such as if I go over if I go over here, we can see that um, there's been reports that Daniel Bryan and John Cena have both reportedly refused to go to Saudi Arabia. So Robbie Fox of Barstool Sports reported a few days ago that Cena and Bryan are refusing to work the show, and Meltzer reported on the Wrestling Observer newsletter that Creative was told to make contingencies for John Cena, so that uh, to expect him not to be in Saudi Arabia and to make contingencies on that basis. So it appears as though, although WWE are going, there may still be some issues amongst the talent roster. I mean, Dave Meltz has reported, and Sports Illustrated have reported as well, that there has been a lot of contention with the backstage staff and with production staff, with wrestlers not wanting to head off to Saudi Arabia for this event. But nonetheless, WWE have just announced in their third quarter earning report today that they will be heading off to Saudi Arabia on the 2nd of November in just 2 weeks away. So they haven't got very long. Tickets are still not up on sale. They were supposed to go up on sale a little over a week or so ago, about nearly 2 weeks ago now. But they obviously didn't, because at the time it was still all up in the air as to what was going to happen with the event. But tickets are still not up on sale, and this is a relatively big event. Of course, they'll paper the event. It'll be free tickets, but still, there's only 2 weeks left, and they still haven't put tickets up. Well, not even 2 weeks. There is a lot hanging on this event. No matter what they do here, it's not going to look good on the WWE. That is for sure. Anyway, this has been a breaking news update from the Straight Edge Wrestling podcast. Please head on over to straightedgewrestling.com. We'll be continuing on writing about this story and many others. We have breaking news every single day. Head on over to our Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at SEW_podcast. Head on over to Instagram, Straight Edge Wrestling. But make sure you follow us for all the latest updates on this Saudi Arabia story and many more. We're out.